Hello, everyone. Market conditions are mildly bullish in this bull market. We saw a little bit of a move back to the upside yesterday, seeing momentum holding in that range, bullish trend location, also seeing breadth holding solid in that upper location also, and sentiment pulling back but strengthening just slightly as of yesterday. So nothing overly new or interesting other than the bull market rank of 22.36. That's the number that is has not been this high. When it gets up to that, in this case it's 22. It's been 3 or 4 times in the last 10 years. So we're definitely overbought in that upper end of that range. Doesn't mean we can go higher, but we just want to be aware that that's the current state of the market right now. Buy-sell ratio, we're sitting right at 0.99, so pretty much flat right there, and you can see that's a bit of a tug of war trying to get that bullish move back up again. We had it for a little bit here, but starting to potentially strengthen here again. It's just been back and forth, been pretty tight range as far as breadth is concerned. We're seeing sentiment pull back to that 50% location, and you've got your support area that's starting to hold up right here with the sentiment line. If we take a look at the S&P 500 chart yesterday, just notched right back into that hold after that big down day from a couple of days ago. So got some Fed data, some CPI data, I believe, coming out today that could be market moving. Also want to be aware of bonds still. This is going to be concerning to the market until this starts to turn back higher. As bonds are moving lower, that means interest rates are moving higher, and that's the wrong direction. So we want to see, we're seeing the long-term 20-year Treasury TLT in extreme momentum to the downside. Keep an eye on that. See if we can get a bounce right here on TLT. Also SHY, which are the shorter term bonds. You can see they're just continuing to fall right here. Keep a close eye on that. If we can see bonds start to bounce right here, that may be an interest rate move that we can watch to see, or at least an anticipation that we could be seeing interest rates starting to move. This is the bond market trying to figure out what the Fed's going to do, and the Fed figuring out what the bond market is doing, and we'll see which one ends up ultimately winning right here. If we take a look at NASDAQ, we've NASDAQ 100, triple Qs 441, holding tight in that range. All the prices on these major indices are holding inside of that down day, so we've got to be watching for a breakdown of that low or a breakout of that high of the ranges on those bearish days. If we take a look at sectors, we're seeing a little bit more strength in the total number of buys and holds and sells here. You can see we went from about equal across the board now to about equal of buys and holds, a little bit less sell. So moving strength back to the bullish side in this last day or two. Commodities, we're seeing continued strength in silver right here as it's continuing to pop and break out. Also seeing USO, which is oil, the ETF for the oil, crude oil, bouncing here and still in a really strong uptrend. Keep an eye on oil as it is continuing that overall move. We're also seeing steel show some strength right here, so we'll cover that and start talking about that and see. SLX is the ETF for steel, so seeing a commodity there also increase, and then also gold. Gold is really accelerating here. Again, it's curious that gold is rallying as strongly as it is because it typically is a flight to safety. You typically see gold rally when equities are dropping or there's issues with the U.S. dollar, and we're seeing gold continue to strengthen right here. Gold strengthening, bonds weakening, equities holding about where they're at, or kind of current market conditions as we are right now. Muscle Stocks Group, let's take a look. Lots of good names in here today. BDX, medical drug stock, bouncing off of the momentum location here and the 236 location. Some support, holding, watching for confirmation, a little increased volume right here as well. And if we just skip through, I'm just going to refresh this. I like to do this process here. If I go to the muscle scans and then to the new buy list here, and then we can start BDXT. The next one here, RSST in the list. Medical biotech, we're starting to see those start to light up again. NU technology stock, not a real nice looking bar there, but in the upper momentum zone. CNDESP transportation stock also holding that upper range, and BYRN actually had a really nice 13% move here off of the momentum location and holding support right here at this 1235 range, and that also is an attractive looking stock with the amount of volume coming into that buy bar yesterday. That'll do it for today's update. Everyone have a fantastic day today.